It's Lynn from A Bit of Birdsong. I wanted to show you some things that I found recently. Turn a light on and hopefully you can see. I went into a local thrift store and there were some pieces of pottery. This one's got a plant in it. Let's just take that out for a second. This window is one of my favorite little spots in the house. There was some writing underneath. It says Mebane Halloween Parade Winter. It looks like it says 2021. So that's really recent. I don't know anything about the Mebane Halloween Parade. Mebane is a little town not far from here. They've got really cute antique stores. It's a sweet little town. I don't know if this was a prize given to someone or if they had a competition with pottery. This is one of my favorite cards. I love the stained glass, and I need to, and I'm planning to do something with it so that I can hang it in the window. It's getting a little bit curled from just probably the moisture in here, but I've got some ideas to make it sturdy. And then over here we have, well, I love this. That's Mary in prayer, and that's just a piece of glass that someone put this image on, and it's got copper around the edge. Not the most perfect finish around the edges, but I think it's pretty. I am rooting a couple of things. I think that's creeping, is that creeping Jenny or creeping Myrtle? One of those is periwinkle. I have a hard time remembering. Vinca, I think, but that doesn't look like Vinca to me. I need to research again. I'm also trying to root this little piece of rose, and there is new growth on it. So I'm hoping it'll give me a plant. But let's walk outside. We have deer that sleep in the yard. They're so pretty. I don't want to scare them. Let me show you. You almost can't see them because they blend in. Hey babies, don't be scared. Good morning. Good morning. There's one behind the fence. And then there are more out there. Good morning. Hi. Staying warm in the leaves? Let me see if I can zoom in. I'm on my way out to the workshop too. Oh, here we go. It's okay, babies. Oh, she's stretching. They're such pretty creatures. It makes me almost not care if they eat everything. Let's don't bother them anymore. Let's go out to PaperTown. Good morning. They may need water. Let's see, I think this one is the periwinkle. Not that I need any more of that, but when you live where the deer eat everything, you kind of start settling for what will grow. All right, let me put this down. I've got an enormous mess out here right now. We went to the funeral yesterday, and of course that was very sad. On the way home, it was dark because we had stopped to get some barbecue at a place that's not too far from where we were. And we were driving, and I had my planner out. I put it away as it started to get really dark. And then I was looking at my phone and I got sleepy. I closed my eyes for a few minutes and I told Jason, I said, oh, we're near Hobby Lobby, aren't we? And I don't go in there very much because there's not one too close to me. But I've been wanting to get little charms to do like the holiday earrings. So I thought we were just going home, and then I looked up from my phone and it looked like we were on a street we weren't supposed to be on. And I said, oh, are you taking me to Hobby Lobby? And he said, yes, you said you wanted to go, so we're going to Hobby Lobby. And anyway, I did find some cute little charms. It is still fall until December 21st. I think that's the official first day of winter It's cold today though. It's about 45 degrees, which I know is not cold compared to some of you, but it feels really cold to me this morning. We're gonna journal some though. I just wanted to check in first. I'm hoping that you can see me okay. One thing I've got to do before we journal at all is straighten up a little bit. I've listed and sold a lot of packs lately, and I always have a lot pulled out. And I just need to straighten up a tiny bit before we get started with journaling. Please say there's a hair stick out here. And there is. All right, I've got things everywhere. I do have my favorite coffee cup with me. It's a, can you see it? It's a Starbucks. I don't always splurge on things. You can see it like this, but that design was just so pretty to me. It has a lid to go with it. And I don't have that out here right now. I'm gonna take this wrap off. I had it on when I was out in the garden, but it's really hard to work with this on. So what I need to do, put my little piece of fabric back in the chair, and let's put these clothespins away. Pick up this fabric. So all fabric needs to go over here. I keep it just piled up. Sometimes it's sorted and sometimes it's not. I've got a little heater back here. I need to be careful not to let anything fall on that. Again, I'm just picking things up off of the floor. It's usually the biggest mess around where I sit and work. I sometimes just throw things into the floor. I keep bags and packaging stuff back there. And then these big baskets, I just put papers in those. Sometimes I will just stack things up knowing that I'm going to sort through them later. So let's get everything picked up. What is this? Some of this just goes back in this basket. That's from the glue book. And I'm going through everything out here. Let's see. Uh-oh. I can't let that get messed up. That's my tag for my trash journal. It goes in there. But I need to be able to get to my sewing machine. Silly. Oh, yep. Oh, here we go. That's all Christmas stuff. So let me bring this piece of fabric back to the Christmas box. Here are some packs I'm working on. Those little cards can go in there. Let's take you down. Show you my visitor. She's busy eating one of my plants. Hi. I'm not going to be upset that you ate my plant. She's right here. Just a few feet away. It's okay. Are you all right? Are you okay? Did something happen? No. You don't have to leave. Pretty. This is much better. Everything is fairly cleaned up. I love to vacuum in here and keep the strings picked up, the little pieces of paper. I have a basket this very large basket that I just stick papers in sometimes, or things that I'm working on. At least they're contained. A lot of things are sorted. I have the drawers that sort out different things, and the file cabinet, and more fabrics. All of this is bear stuff for my huge bear journal that I'm still working on. There were some things I wanted to show you. One thing is this hydrangea. It still has this beautiful color, but listen how crinkly. Someone gave me some of this, and I just turned it upside down and tied it to dry, and I really love it. These have turned out so pretty. I just love these. And let's just move right over here. These flowers are really pretty too. I just love all of these. Just so pretty. I love to dry flowers. I recently found this little box, and I just put a screw in it to, you know, affix it to the wall. I don't know what I'm gonna put in there. I really don't. I mean, so many. That's really too big. That's really too big. But I'll find something. Let's see, a couple of other items. I found this little mushroom. It's like a tiny little creamer. Looks like a teapot, but I bet it was for milk or cream, for tea or coffee. Anyway, I love for things to be clean in here. I work so much better when everything is neat. Unless, of course, I'm in a huge project and I get just completely lost in it, and then stuff gets tossed everywhere. But I do like it when it's nice and clean like this. I need to light a candle up there. I pulled out this metal tree form with the little star on top. I think I will decorate that. I want to get another wooden crate for more storage, and also to hide all the cords. It won't be backed up against them. It'll just kind of stand in front and hide that part. So much I have to do. But yeah, this is my little happy place out here. There are a few things that I'm working on at the moment, and I have to go somewhere in a little bit, so I'm not going to be out here too long. But I did want to turn the camera on and just work on some of these things together. I've got my planner, and I love this planner. I really do. Oh, it's a little, like a little hair bobby pin that I ended up not using. So let's take a look. I'm over here putting new pages in, and I need to staple the tabs onto the edges. Sandra sent me this beautiful card, the Sage Goddess. And it's that same artist, Emily Balavet, or Balavet, I'm not sure. She's on Etsy. I cut some little pieces from a pizza box. So I'm gonna just staple some more tabs. I love having the tabs. To me, it just makes it so much easier to move around and work in the planner. If the staples are going through really thick paper, I might take a little piece of masking tape and tape over that part that would be sharp. Look what's in the area. Alphonse Mucha, Art Nouveau visionary. This show started in October. It ends January 23rd. I definitely want to go to this. Got to figure that out, but we're going to put that in the planner, and I will put a paper clip on that. I wonder if this little guitar shaped paper clip, they get tangled up. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, get back over here and put in a few more tabs, just a few more tabs, so that this part will be done. Oops, out of staples. Yep, some of the staples are too tall to go underneath this little area in the mini staplers. There we go. And once again, I'm going to put a tiny piece of tape over that. seems like there were a few more things I was going to put in here. Sandra sent me some beautiful little die cuts, and I've put some of those throughout. I like for my planners to be really pretty because I do write things in here that I like to go back and look at. And I think I've told you I like to highlight the things that I want to jump out at me. Like this is the nature walk. Went on a beautiful nature walk with Jason to Bobbitt's Hole on the Eno River. Walked about 3 miles or 3 hours. So that it's important, and I like to see things like this to remind myself that it is important. So let's stop with this for right now because I do want to work in my regular journal, which is just about full. This is the beautiful journal that Mary made for me, and I've really enjoyed working in this. I've been working in it for quite a while, and of course I'm always working in several journals at one time, so it can take a while for a journal to fill up. On the other hand, I journal a lot, so if I really get started on one journal and use it, you know, just almost fiercely, they fill up really quickly. I love art journaling and just making trash journals, but to me it's important to document things. I like to glue little bits of packaging in or things that I pick up if Jason and I are out on a trip or something, and you know, we see an interesting card or, you know, postcard, maybe a pretty leaf that I can bring home and put in a little plastic pack or something like that. So let's just keep on moving. So that's where I sprayed around a leaf. That's really pretty. And then there's the actual leaf in there. I like the shape of this. I'm gonna write, I love arches and arched doorways. Oh, that's pretty. Old photograph. And there's baby zebra. Yeah, this journal has got a lot in it. A whole lot in it. Oh, I think maybe that's where we left off. I've been having fun lately just taking a pen of some kind. This is just a gel pen. Let's put something underneath this paper. And I think I just want to, I've had so much fun with this and came across kind of a, I hate to use the word witchy, but it was actually included in some literature about women and how they're portrayed and just being so dangerous, you know, like luring men to their deaths. And I love to try sketching, and lately I've really enjoyed using just one pen and making marks like hatch marks and that sort of thing. I think the more we practice, the better, obviously, the better we get. And sometimes doing artwork like this with just, you know, like one pen, one color, it's kind of forgiving. I don't know if I'm making sense, but a lot of times you can just make some more hatch marks or change something. If you've made a mistake, go over it and it'll transform into something else. Like she's looking a little bit cross-eyed, but we'll fix that as we go along. Let's put a little darker line over the top of her eye, and her eyebrow definitely needs to be. So this picture that I'm looking at, she's got kind of a she's got a medieval look, and really kind of a scary look. She's got a prominent chin. Not that that is scary, but I think maybe they've given her that on purpose. You know, we've talked about the word hag, and women who had any kind of feature that was considered unattractive could suddenly become a witch. And like I said, I've just enjoyed making marks to create art. It's hard to be patient enough to do line by line. This lady did have some really thick hair in the picture. She also is wearing a lot of black beads, which I love. In fact, I want to make a necklace for myself with a lot of black beads. And I had my beads out last night just looking, thinking about it, and you know, how I might want to create the necklace. I did make quite a few pairs of earrings last night. They're fun to wear. They're very simple. I think I'm going to have a sale on those soon and just put a lot of them into the shop. They are fun to wear, and you know, we like different little charms, and I love the snowflake ones. They can be Christmas, but they don't have to be Christmas. They're seasonal, and I love being outside. I love nature, so to me, it just feels like kind of like an extension of, you know, me. It's the things that I love, and I think it makes people happy. So let's focus a little bit on this part. I'm gonna probably end up getting the paints out because I just want more color. I don't know that I have the patience or the time to make enough lines. That's why it takes a long time to work on some things. I wonder if this gel pen runs with water. Maybe the tiniest bit. We'll just take these out. My dear Jennifer, I don't know what I would have done if you had not sent me all of these, because I love them and they're some of my favorite go-tos. See what happens. I'm gonna have to put color. I need new gel pens. That's a pretty color. All right, I got to finish up here. I'm going to write the word goddess because she was being portrayed as someone who was dangerous and probably powerful. And a lot of times in literature, women were like just evil temptresses, and any little behavior could have you marked as a woman of no class, loose, a witch. So we're just gonna write, we're gonna make her a goddess. She needs a little bit more. There's that really pretty golden color. See, Jennifer, I pull these out so much that I keep a little tray to put the extras in if I'm in too much of a hurry or if I forget to put them back in the actual metal container. So I really do love these. Let's put down just a little bit of, yeah, that's plenty. White paint, and I need a tiny, tiny little brush. I may come back and add something to bring out these black beads, or I might not, because the blank space in the center, you know, kind of makes it look maybe like something white. Give her just one more strand of something here. Okay, well, I'm gonna say goodbye for now. This page needs to dry, and I definitely have a lot of things that I need to go and be working on, and I will see you all really soon. Bye for now.